You guys see the shirt, man. Look at the shirt. Not gonna lie, I didn't even go to the Charli XCX Boiler Room set. I am so excited for this album, man. Charli XCX, one of pop's brightest stars, is back with her sixth studio album, BRAT. Charli is probably my favorite artist in pop right now. Funny enough, I'm really not big on Charli's earlier albums, even if they do have some pretty good big hits on them. I just feel like at that time, Charli just kind of struggled to stand out as a pop artist. It wasn't until 2016's Vroom Vroom where I think Charli really found herself as an artist, which had production from the legendary PC music artist Sophie, rest in peace. She then followed that up with some really great mixtapes, especially Pop 2. I think a project that really saw Charli ahead of everyone else in the pop sphere at that time. She then followed that up with the 2019 album Charli, which is undoubtedly one of the best pop albums of the 2010s. And then the COVID-19 pandemic happened, and almost less than a year later, we got her album How I'm Feeling Now, which is my personal favorite Charli XCX album. And during this time period, Charli was really starting to build up this very big cult fan base, which then resulted in the 2022 album Crash, which was Charli's big attempt at a more popular mainstream album again. And because of that, I ended up not really loving that album. While it wasn't bad and had some really good songs, it just lacked that experimentation and that ambition that the past couple of albums and mixtapes had. Regardless of what I think of that album, what she did certainly worked. I think it was one of her best-selling albums, and she only got more fans from it, so to me, that's a good thing. But honestly, I kind of had a suspicion that that was only gonna be like a one-time thing more than likely, and looking at some of these singles and hearing some of these singles for this new album, I think that is certainly the case, because every single so far for this album has been fire. There's been 4 of them. She's made it no secret. It seems like this new project is going for a more clubby direction. And yeah, those singles were so great that this just has me really, really hyped for this album. So I'm excited to get into it, man. So without further ado, Charli XCX, BRAT. Let's go. First track 1 and track 2 also were the singles, but these singles are great. But I didn't know 360 was the opener, so let's see how 360 sounds in terms of the opener. Also, A.G. Cook on the beat. Love that Julia Fox reference. This is kind of just classic Charli all around, like Pop 2 era Charli. Oh, I love the A.G. Cook reference line. It's facts, too. We are going to jump if A.G. Cook made it. Yeah, 360. When you remember, do you know what you see? Strong chorus, man. Strong chorus. Yeah, I mean, cute, fun, poppy opener. Love the A.G. Cook's production. Love those synths on the track. Liking Charli's lyrics on there as well. It's just a fun, cute opener. And catchy, too. Great hook. Yeah, I mean, I still liked it when I heard it as a single, and I guess we'll see how it kind of goes into Club Classics, which is also a single, but yeah, I still like the track a lot. Track 2, Club Classics. This one goes hard, man. When I go to the club, I wanna hear this Club Classics. I don't know why, but this reminds me of like a beat that JPEG Mafia would rap on. I love the sample though. Rest in peace, Sophie. Ooh. Synths come in. I think it's the post-chorus. Do you hear that wonky bass? Oh man, that bass is insane. Ooh. The vocal. Yeah, I mean, still great as a single, as an album. On the album, it's still great. This track just goes hard, man. Clubby, wonky, Banger. AG killed it on the production. Love when the synths come in. Love the post-chorus on there. The put your hands up and dance. Yeah, I wanna dance, all right. It's catchy, man. And yeah, I mean, the sample too. Like, AG definitely killed it with the production. Charli sounding great. Love the references to Sophie, as well as AG and herself. She wants to dance to her own music. Yeah, great track. Great track. All right. First non-single, Sympathy is a Knife. I like that title name a lot. God, these drums. Damn! You weren't lying about these lyrics being dark. Holy shit. And it's crazy because the beat is wild. Like, the drums on this track is hard. Damn. AG cooked it this one too. No, Charli has production credits on this. Ooh. Damn. Damn. I mean, Charli's vocals on that song were a lot. She was giving it all on the vocal end. It's funny because production-wise, it's a banger. Like, the drums on that song knock. But lyrically, it's just depressing as hell. It's about depression and anxiety. Like, goddamn. I wonder if that's what the rest of this record is going to be. Like, just banger club beats over, like, the saddest lyrics. But, I mean, yeah, I like that track a lot. And I liked Charli vocally on it. And I thought she had some really thoughtful writing. So, interesting. All right. Track 4, I Might Say Something Stupid. This is a short one. Only a minute and 49.
I'll go so cold, 'cause I don't know if I belong here anymore.
Shit, man. This instrumental.
I'll go so cold, and I don't know if I belong here anymore.
Damn. I mean, short track, but a very sad kind of ambient electronic ballad. I liked it. I mean, it was definitely short, but I think lyrically it kind of got everything it needed to get across. And again, another very depressing track. Track 5, Talk Talk.
Wondering what they know. I wish you talk, wish you
Whoa.
talk, wish you talk, wish you just talk to me. Think you're getting closer, 'cause I've been getting nervous. I'm feeling like I'm on fire, 'cause we've been keeping this a secret, and all your friends are still there, and I'm just wondering what they know. I wish you talk,
Ooh.
wish you talk, wish you just talk to me. I wish you talk, wish you talk,
It's a groovy one.
wish you just talk to me. Talk to me,
Ooh.
talk to me, wish you just talk to me. Talk to me.
Oh, this drop is gonna be fire, isn't it?
Talk to me, talk to me. Talk to me in French, talk to me in Spanish, talk to me in your made-up language, doesn't matter.
Ooh, those synths, man. That's a cool outro. All right, I mean, that's a pretty focused one, songwriting-wise, you know? Talking about chasing someone for their love. And that, I like those lyrics on the back end there about talk to me in Spanish, talk to me in any language, or whatever. That was cute. Yeah, just a very groovy dance poppy beat. Liked how the drums came in on the chorus. Solid chorus. Yeah, another likable one. This is off to a solid start. Track number 6 is Von Dutch, which is my probably favorite single. This song is just a hard-hitting banger. Build up to this, man. I love that, like, driving synth on this. It's insane, man. Also, I think this, after hearing the previous track, it kind of seems like it ties in a bit. Almost like she's frustrated she can't get this person. Speed is wild. Oh. Yeah, that beat is awesome. That driving bass, that driving synth, it just goes incredibly, incredibly hard. And Charli just kind of like talking her shit lyrically. Not really much else to say about it. But yeah, a solid hook too. This is the single, like when I heard it, loved it, and was pretty excited for her to go back in this type of direction. Obviously, it's more of like a club sound, which isn't something she's done much of. I mean, she's dabbled with it for sure. Simultaneously, old, ambitious Charli with like a newer sound, which I like a lot. So yeah. Von Dutch, still love that track. One of my favorite singles of the year. All right, track 7, Everything is Romantic. Oh, very pretty string intro here. Ooh.
Bad tattoos on leather tan skin, Jesus Christ on a plastic sign. Bad tattoos on leather tan skin, Jesus Christ on a plastic sign.
Oh my God, these strings, dude. What is this? She going classical?
Tattoos on leather tan skin, Jesus Christ on a plastic sign. All in love again and again, winding roads through manual drive. Tattoos on leather tan skin, Jesus Christ on a plastic can make you change. All in love again and again, early nights and white sheets of lace curtains. Capri in the distance, in a place that can make you change. All in love.
Oh. Oh my God. There's so much going on. 4 generations make up a family. It's a cool bridge. I want that hook again, though. Interesting outro. That was a wild roller coaster ride of a track, but a great one. I mean, I definitely want to read more into the lyrics in that one because I was liking what I was hearing lyrically. Dock creaking sound, is that what that was? But damn, like the very classical string intro was pretty, and then it just went into this groovy, again, a dance club beat, and yeah, then it just went to a really nice kind of dreamy outro. Cool structure to that track, really cool structure. Yeah, I mean, certainly the most daring track so far, and I'm liking how this album is starting out. 7 tracks in, I think every track has been really, really good so far. Track 8, Rewind.
Sometimes I just wanna rewind.
Oh, right into it.
Sometimes
Oh, the little rewind scratch. That's cool. Cool little addition.
go
Ooh.
back. I'm always thinking about my weight. I used to never feel embarrassed when I call out the paparazzi. Everyone else does it constantly.
Again, like that verse, lyrically, getting pretty personal, talking about her insecurities. Oh, I love that rewind.
Billboard, but now I've started thinking again, wondering about whether I think I deserve commercial success.
Oh man, that part is sick. Whoa. Whoa. Oh. Breakdown, bridge.
Sometimes I just wanna rewind, wanna turn back time to a different time.
Ooh, nice. Damn. Is she gonna miss? Like, is she gonna miss? She's like 8 for 8 right now, as far as I'm concerned. But again, like the production on the track, so good. Love the little tape rewind incorporated throughout the song. And just like, dude, this distorted bass goes off in the bridge. And just like lyrically, I like the writing on this one. Especially that first verse kind of got into her insecurities a bit. And then just like overall in the track, sometimes wanting to just go like back in time. Yeah, I mean, a relatable song for sure. And again, a strong, thoughtful one lyrically. Track 9, So I.
And I know you always said it's okay to cry, so I know I can cry, so I cry. Always on my mind, every day, every night. Your star burns so bright. put you away. I was scared sometimes. It's okay to cry. Don't know I can cry.
Oh man.
I can cry, so I cry.
Whoa. Knew that was building up to something. Oh. I mean, definitely a change of pace. People in the chat were saying I kind of assumed that was likely about Sophie, especially when she had that one lyric talking about the songs that were left behind, you know, getting that phone call. So I kind of assumed it was about Sophie, but yeah, I guess that's a really pretty sad, touching tribute. You know, it's okay to cry. So yeah, hell yeah. Gorgeous track. All right, track 10, Girl, So Confusing.
It's so confusing sometimes to be a girl. How do you feel being a girl? How do you feel being a girl? Yeah, I don't know if sometimes it feels a bit awkward because we don't have much in common. People say we're in
Oh my God.
They say we've got the same hair. We talk about making music, but I don't know if it's honest. Can't tell if you want to see me falling.
Dude.
Over.
Whoa.
It's so confusing sometimes to be a girl.
I'm loving this bass.
All about writing
Dude.
poems, but I'm about throwing parties. Think you should come to my party and put your hands up. I think we're totally different.
Dude,
opposites.
this is a wonky instrumental. Ooh, of course, kind of underwhelming. I mean, I like this little like shouty part, but I mean, the most standout part to me on that track was the instrumental. It was super wonky, but yeah, lyrically, it was definitely interesting. The things she was talking about. I thought it had some interesting songwriting. And I thought the beat was quite nice. Do kind of want to hear the hook over, but generally, I like the track. This, oh my god, this album is made for loose hole bottoms. Track number 11, Apple.
I can see you don't fall far from the tree. 'Cause I've been looking at you so long now, I only see me. I can see you could turn yellow or green. There's lots of different nuances to you and to me. The apple's rotten right to the core from all the things we've done from.
Did the apple metaphors going on here? Oh. Oh. Whoa. That one didn't really hit for me too crazy on first listen, other than like the Apple metaphoric thing going on the lyrics, but also like instrumentally, that one didn't really do it as much for me on first listen. It had a very 80s type of sound, kind of like similar to some of the stuff that might have been on Crash, honestly. But who knows? Maybe a second listen, that one will hit with me a lot more, but not like crazy about it. Not a bad track by any means, but probably my least favorite so far. Track 12, back to back. Heard it already. Goes hard. It's a banger. It's a bop. This one's a little bit repetitive, but it works. Yes. How that transitions just so smoothly. A.G. Cook definitely is having some great stuff on this album. Ugh. Damn. Yeah, I mean, that track is a great example of something that is repetitive, but in a way that works really well. I mean, A.G. Cook, again, throughout this album, has been cooking, pun intended. But the way that like her vocals are mixed specifically on that track is dope, and like how it transitions from the drums to like the synthesizers, it just works. So yeah, love that as a single. Yeah, it's great. Track 13, Mean Girls.
Yeah, it's 2 a.m.
Oh,
and she's out
hold
there
on.
in a sheer white dress wearing last night's
Oh, this sounds like it's about to be classic Charli.
Pictures with the flash on. Worships Lana Del Rey in her AirPods. Yeah, she's
Wait, what?
makeup.
Wait, I want to hear that Lana line again.
Worships Lana Del Rey in her AirPods. Yeah, she's
She worships Lana.
This one's for all my mean girls.
Whoa. Oh, man. Simps.
Yeah, it's 4 a.m. and she's out and daddy while she's fingering a gold cross. And she's kind of fucked. I think she already knows that you're obsessed.
What? The keys? Wow. What a transition. Wow, that was an interesting transition. Oh my God. The chords. The keys. Wait, they just worked that into the beat? Oh. Oh my God. This is sick. Woo. Yo. Dude. What? God, I still can't get over the keys. How the keys just came in on that song, and how that just intertwined with the rest of the production. Like, holy shit. Yeah, that was very hyper popish Charli, very How I'm Feeling Now kind of Charli, classic Charli all around. And again, lyrically talking bad about some of the mean girls, getting mean towards the mean girls. But that's a big highlight for me. That's one of my favorites so far. That track was awesome. And this is the Charli that I missed. The Charli that wasn't afraid to like be daring on the production front. Track 14, second to last track already. Damn. I think about it all the time.
Maybe one day I might, if I don't run out of time. Would it give my life a new purpose? She's a radiant mother and he's a beautiful father. And now they both know these things that I don't. I think about it all the time, that I might run out of time. But I finally met my baby, and a baby might be mine. Cause maybe one day I might, if I don't run out of time. Will it give my life a new purpose? Think about
background vocals. Yo.
So, we had a conversation on the way home. Should I start my birth control? Cause my career feels so small in the existential scheme of it all.
Wow.
I think about it all the time.
Yeah, definitely a personal one lyrically. I love the instrumentation on that one. It was more calm for sure, but it had like a bit of a really nice like ambient feel to it. And there's like some cool outro part at the end too. And also like a solid hook again. Like the hooks on this album have been really, really catchy. Last track. So far, I've been pretty impressed by this record. I think there's been mostly hits, not a whole lot of misses. But let's see if she ends it off with a bang. Track 15, 365. Whoa. Okay, so she's using like the same instrumental from 360. Okay, interesting. Whoa. Oh, I thought it was gonna be just like maybe like a remix, but now we're going crazy.
Who the fuck are you? I'm a brat when I'm bumping that. No, I wanna hit my track. Are you bumping that? Till the windows crack, I'll be bumping that. No, I'll never go home, don't sleep, don't eat.
Whoa. Oh shit.
365 pipe girl.
Whoa.
Should know I wanna hit my track. Are you bumping that? Till the
Hey.
windows go home, don't sleep, don't eat. Just do it on repeat.
Oh.
When I'm in the club, yeah, I'm
Oh.
365 pipe.
Oh.
Should we do a little key? Should we have a little line? When it go real wild when I'm.
Yo. It's going insane. What? It's just 360 on crack. It's 360 on crack. Oh. Well, shit. That's how you end an album, man. That's like a really cool concept for a track. It's funny because Charli does that a lot in her songs. Kind of like, she hasn't done it on the same album before, but obviously with like track 10 and Blame It On Your Love, and also like Click, she's kind of like gone back and like remixed her own tracks a bit. So I think that's cool that that's kind of a tradition that she is continuing here. But that was literally just like 360 on crack. But a cool way to end the album. All right, first listen, impressions of BRAT. I don't have much negative to say about this album. I thought it was really, really good. Glad to see that Charli is kind of back in her risk-taking bag after Crash. Obviously, that one was more of like a mainstream record, and I had no doubts that she would eventually get back to this point, and she did. And this is a very clubby sounding album, for sure. But I also, I didn't expect to have so many songs on this album that got kind of dark, personal lyrically, which was an interesting surprise. So yeah, impressed by that. I think A.G. Cook, who's mainly on the production here. I think we said there was someone else in the mix as well. Houston Mohawk killed it. This is produced incredibly well. And again, I think is seeing Charli try a lot of different stuff here on the production end. So yeah, I mean, there wasn't really a track on here I thought was like mid in any way. Like Apple, I wasn't as crazy with on first listen, but maybe that will grow on me. But other than that, like I thought most of the tracks on this album were really, really good. So yeah, Charli's back. All right, final verdict on the new album from Charli XCX. BRAT, been listening to it a lot since it came out a few days ago, and love it, man. I absolutely love it. It's no doubt going to go down as one of the best pop albums this year. Maybe my favorite, personally, so far this year. I'm just so happy that after Crash, Charli is just kind of back to being her, pushing herself production-wise, pushing herself lyrically. I was really surprised at how honest and vulnerable a lot of the songs on here are. Honestly, it's probably her most brutally honest album to date. And she did all that by making an album that is mostly filled with club bangers. Also, I want to give a shout out to all of the producers on this thing. I know A.G. Cook had a lot of hand in the production, but there were some others as well, but they killed it. And just going into the track list now after all these listens, 360, which wasn't my favorite single when it first came out, but man, it's really, really grown on me the more I listen to it. Love it as a opener in context of the album. Cub Classics is still great. Sympathy as a Knife is one of the biggest bangers here, but it has some of the darkest lyrics on the whole album. Kind of continuing in that dark lane, I might say Something Stupid is just a gorgeous electronic ballad. Talk Talk, groovy as hell. Von Dutch obviously was the first single. It's still one of my favorites here. Everything is romantic, like that classical intro. I love the way that song is structured. Rewind, another bop where I'm really liking the lyrics once again, kind of reminiscing, wanting to go back in the past, something that Charli has also done on other songs such as 1999, obviously, and doing it great once again here. So the most emotional song on this whole thing, man, just a beautiful, touching tribute to the late great Sophie. And there's been a lot of great tribute songs to her, but I mean, this one right here is right up there. Apple, I still don't love, but still, I think it's kind of a good break in between everything else that was on the album. Mean Girls also has to be a top 3 song to me, not only on the production end, but the writing as well. But on the production standpoint, like the way it breaks down to those keys is amazing. And just lyrically, I think it's just kind of an interesting song in tribute to Mean Girls. I think about it all the time. It's just another really introspective one lyrically. I think it's really interesting how Charli kind of gets into her future, possibly being a mother. And then 365, man. Obviously, Charli has remixed her songs in the past, but yeah, I mean, just another genius way of doing it here, and a fantastic closer to end off what is a fantastic album. I really love most of the tracks on this whole thing. What a great album, man. I'm just so glad that Charli is back to doing creative and ambitious and boundary pushing things in the pop lane, and she's really doing it at a level that no one else really can. So another great album in the Charli XCX discography. And that's pretty much it. If you guys want, you can hit that subscribe button down below. Follow me on all my socials: TikTok, Twitter, Twitch, Instagram. Join the Discord if you haven't already, and I'll see you guys soon.